Okay, so to practice them, so I'll go with the first one. Y is equal to 3x squared. Okay, so the y changes to dy dx. We bring the power to the front, so that's going to be 2 times 3x, and then we reduce the power by 1, so it'll be 2 minus 1. Okay, now after a while we can just write down 1 straight away there, but that's just explaining what's happening. So 2 comes to the front and is multiplied to the rest of it, and the 2, we change it to 2 minus 1, we reduce the power by 1. So that will be, we can multiply the 2 by the 3, 6x, then 2 minus 1 is 1, and then the power of 1 doesn't mean anything, so it can just be 6x. Okay, so nothing happens to the coefficient at all in the differentiation process, it stays where it is. Then once we've differentiated and we're tidying up, we can then multiply the 2 by the 3. Okay, but that's important, nothing happens to the coefficient while we're differentiating. Okay, nothing happens to the 3. Okay, so look, you can, after a while you might be able to skip the middle line and go straight to saying 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, number 2, so y is equal to 7x cubed. So again, we're going dy dx is equal to, so we bring the 3 to the front, so 3 times 7x, and reduce the power by 1, so 3 minus 1. Then to tidy it up, 3 times 7 is 21x squared. Okay, that's our answer, that's our dy dx. Okay, so what are we practicing? We're practicing if we've been asked to differentiate it. Okay, number 3. So we have y equals 5x. Okay, so if there's no power there, I'd rewrite it as 5x to the power of 1. Okay, so we know if there's no power there, then it's the power of 1. So bring the 1 to the front, so dy dx equals 1 times 5x, and then 1 minus 1. So 1 times 5 is still 5x to the power of 0, and then from when we were doing indices, we know the power of 0 is 1, so 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, now there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of working out there, which is a lot. Okay, really, if we go over here again, a fast way of doing it is to just drop the x. Okay, so if there's no power there, we just drop the x. Okay, the reason behind it is all these 5 lines here, but you don't need to work out all those 5 lines. I would be expecting to see in your working out that you can go straight from 5x to 5. Okay, this is just explaining how it's 5. Okay, so if it was y equals 2x, we drop the x and dy dx would be equal to 2. Okay, so this is what the way I want you to be working it out. This is explaining why it just drops to 5. Okay, number 4, so y is equal to 6. Okay, so a constant on its own goes to nothing. Okay, so if it's constant, it goes to 0. Okay, number 5, so now we also know that y can actually be called f of x. Okay, it's not always written as y, it could be f of x or g of x or any letter at all of x really. Okay, so for this one, instead of writing dy dx, we write f prime x. Okay, so to show that it's differentiated, we put this little dash inside here. Okay, then again, we bring the power to the front, so that would be 4. And again, I'm going to do this the fast way, so I'll bring it to the front, it will be 4 times 6 is 24x, and then 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, so once more I brought the 4 to the front, so 4 6s are 24, and then 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, last example. We have f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 2x plus 5. Okay, so f of x becomes f prime of x. Bring the 2 to the front, so that's 2 times 3 is 6 x, and then 2 minus 1 is 1, so I don't really write in the power of 1 at all. Okay, you can write it in if you want and go an extra line, okay, or just leave it out. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then 2 minus 1 is the power of 1, plus, okay, so this is similar to number 3. If there's no power there, we just drop the x, so that's 2, and then a constant on its own goes to nothing. So my answer is 6x plus 2. Okay, we'll do one more of those where it's a bit longer. So we'll go g of x is equal to 6x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so g of x will become g prime of x. 3 to the front will be 3 times 6 is 18. X, 3 minus 1 is 2. Plus 2 to the front, 2 times 5 is 10. X, 2 minus 1 is 1, so I'm not going to write down the power of 1 at all. Plus, no power, I just drop the x, would be 2. And a constant goes to nothing. So my answer there for differentiating is 18x squared plus 10x plus 2.